Alrighty, welcome back, folks. This is Nox Plays Megaman X. So now we have three options ahead of us. We have the Octopus, the Beetle, and the Chameleon. And oh, I remember where the armor upgrade is. I could go to Sting Chameleons now and get it, but then I'd have to come back to get a heart tank a little bit later. You know what, though? I think I'll go for that. Yeah, we'll give that a shot. I always thought he was one of the cooler bosses. Got all the little spikes, and he, turns invisible and shit. So apparently, not only have we been building robot people, but we've been building robot trees. I kind of wonder what the purpose of robot trees is. Is it supposed to be like robot oxygen? Roboxygen? Because I was pretty sure robots didn't need to breathe, but maybe I'm incorrect. Or we've destroyed the climate so badly in the future that at this point, the only way for us to even conceivably make up for it is by building robot trees to make oxygen. That's actually probably the best explanation I can come up with for this one. It is the most reasonable. I could certainly see it. Especially if Donald Trump gets reelected. We don't need an environment. If I can make some money off of it, I'll destroy everything. And this guy is a pretty easy little mini-boss. He just has a shit ton of health. So the only place on him that's weak is his little head. Look, he's got... You know what? He's got 2 robot nipples. He's got 2 robot nipples, so he makes full robot offspring. Maybe Armored Armadillo had one and he lost his nipple in a tragic accident. Somehow I doubt that. But maybe it's like being born with like 1 nut. You can still make babies with 1 nut. So maybe he can still make robo babies. Robo baby. I think he starts smoking when he's at like half health. So once we defeat him, the capsule will appear. I guess he's like the capsule's guardian or something. He seems pretty derpy and primitive, though. Actually, the 2 little nipple gems he has, and that little almost sweater vest-like marking beneath, actually looks kind of like a face. It's like a big, dumb smiley face. Although what he's smiling about, I really couldn't tell you. And he has little oxygen tanks on his back. What is this robot? Who designed him? What is this here for? What is life? And here we go, now we have the armor upgrade. Final X upgrade. Which is pretty fucking sexy because you take half damage. Bling! There we go. X by himself, admittedly looks pretty cool, but I think he looks much cooler with the armor. In this game, in X2, and X3, 4, pretty much all of them. Although I may try playing as Zero for 4, 5, and 6. Because I think I only played through with Zero once or twice when I was younger, but it's pretty fun. He's very different, because in the later games, Zero is not a ranged character, he just has his little lightsaber. But you get more interesting moves from defeating the bosses, like he gets a double jump, he does a lot more damage. Now we're fighting robot woodpeckers. Or not, because I'm not going to bother with that shit. Why couldn't I defeat Vile? I blew up that guy's mech. This is just better? Does he have, like, the rich kid mech or something? Yeah. Build up a charge before we head on in there. Alrighty, so... let's actually see... okay, I got 4 lives. Should be able to do this. And how much sub-tank? Yeah, I got this. I'll probably try not to use them in the first round, just because it sometimes takes me a second to like get the pattern, but we'll see. If I'm doing well, I'll use it. Ooh. He's also, I think, like an animal robot boss design that makes sense, because what does a chameleon do? It blends in. So he'd be good for... like, you know, like a forest environment, or like monitoring wildlife or something. Now, there are spikes in the ceiling, so you will get hurt if you touch it. And he shakes them free on you with his tongue. Stop being invisible, you fucking dick. Ugh. It's one thing I do wish. I wish you could still hit him as he's changing, because, like, until he's invisible, why can't I hit him? You know, he's still vanishing. It's not like he's moving. But, well, I have the same issue with, like, when I play Heroes of the Storm with the stealth characters. If I'm, you know, if I'm playing someone who mostly relies on, like, auto attacks instead of someone who's got AoEs, I'm like, why the fuck can't I just aim at the weird wavy pattern on the ground? Like, clearly something weird's going on there. But I guess it's a balance issue. I do generally, in that game at least, though, play a lot of casters, so it's kind of why I hate the stealth characters, because Valera or Zeratul or Nova just fucking wreck me. Only fun thing about his invisibility is that that's one of the things that you get as the charged up form for his weapon, and it is mad useful. Ugh! Fucking die already! Stop running away! You little bastard. There we go. Alright, so I did get that in the first one. And now we have the armor upgrade and... not the sub-tank. For the sub-tank, is there even a sub-tank here? I'll have to check. But, yep, that's Sting Chameleon right there. His cute little tongue. Okay, so now we're just down to 2. This game is not an incredibly long game. It's very fun, but it's not the longest. Even like X6 is a bit longer. And I feel the same way about X5. I think the levels are just larger. But it could also be that they're a little bit harder, so they feel longer. I really love the graphics in this era, the 16-bit graphics. I get it, they don't look as incredible and visually pleasing as the high-definition remasters and shit that we can make today, but there's something about it that's very nostalgic, and I really like the sprite-based art. I find a lot of it really cool. I would be willing to pay, I'd pay full price. If someone put out another, like, old-school Mega Man X style game, I would pay for that shit. No problem. So those are just security robots. Honestly, a lot of the time I just blow through them, because fuck those things. Why are there so many evil robot turtles? Is Boomer Kuwanger trying to start the world's first, like, evil turtle reserve? Maybe they're possibly going wiped out, and that's the reason he hasn't. Maybe that's where the robots are rebelling in the first place, is just for the sake of protecting the environment and the Earth. There we go, some rationalization for you. It seems like, in fiction, when people make androids, they inevitably go berserk. Yet it's never really expanded on why they would necessarily do that, nor is it really expanded on why we don't see more cyborgs, for example. Like, if you can go and you can create an entire artificial organism that's, you know, super strong and durable and all that shit, wouldn't you be able to also fabricate a similar body for a person? Just put their brain into it? Or at least, like, some enhancements? Yet you never really see cyborgs in this setting. And I get it, I'm overthinking it, it's Mega Man X, but that's one thing I like about video games, is they bring up some very weird questions. And I really love musing about random and arbitrary things. Ooh, that wasn't bad. So that's the heart I'm talking about. Now, I think there is a way that you can get it. But apparently I can't do it, so fuck it. I'll show you guys that one later. I actually wonder what Boomer Kuwanger's stage is supposed to be. With all the other ones, there was a... like, I could reasonably figure out what function that structure probably served. With his, I don't really know. Is it like a computer core or something? It's a giant tower out at sea. So, is it a power plant of some sort? There was already a power plant level. Okay, so he can be pretty annoying. Because like many bosses, he just loves becoming invincible temporarily. And he does it by, like, teleporting around like that. The one time he can't do it is when he has his... when he's throwing his little boomerang at you. So that's a good time to hit him. And sometimes I'll just do this. Just stab here for a minute, bro. You wanna stop teleporting? Yeah, that attack. He tries to grab you with his horns. That attack does a shit ton of damage. Holy shit. Stop teleporting! Ooh. He really takes advantage of what is perhaps my greatest weakness, impatience. There you are! No! No! Yes! Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God, he's dead. Jesus. So annoying. So annoying. He also looks kind of spooky. Like, the little antler, mandibles, pincers on his head that make up his little boomerang. They look a lot like horns. He looks kind of demonic. And so from him we get the boomerang cutter. And the boomerang cutter is fun because it lets us do two things. Well, it lets us get a few items. The thing that's good about it is that it fires this little boomerang out that, as boomerangs do, comes back to you. And if it ends up grabbing any items along the way, it returns the items to you. So that's the only way to get to the sub-tank that I'm going to show you guys here. And it's the convenient way of getting to that heart that I didn't want to try grabbing at his level. The one where I was trying that awkward jump. Jumping up. Yeah, right there. So... there you go. Also, if you're standing regularly, it goes up like this. If you're jumping, it goes down like that. So, depending on what you need to grab, you gotta kind of consider that with the arc. Alright, awesome. Fuck, we doing well. We got one left. What was the other? Oh yeah, let's go get this heart. I think I've gotten everything else. Yep, I have all the sub-tanks. And I believe there's this, and then there's just the heart in Launch Octopus' stage. Which I think is the only level that only has one thing in it. I don't think he has a sub-tank, does he? No, I have them all. And I also have all the armor pieces. Poor Octopus. So many arms, so few items. Oh, you know what I forgot? You can actually grab onto the side of those things. They count as platforms, they're not enemies. And now we're just continuing our ascent through the tower, which is nice because I guess it gives me a chance to fill up my sub-tanks a little bit. If these guys are feeling generous enough to drop me some robo-goodies. I actually don't know really what the health packs are supposed to represent. Is it like self-repair nanites or something? Who knows? I can't puzzle out the mysteries of Megaman X. They are beyond me. That is a platform. Never knew that. So this one is a little bit of a pain in the ass to get, mostly because you just have to go through the whole level again, which is just sort of tedious. But it's not too bad. Motherfucker. I'm getting fucking cockblocked. Okay, there we go. So, there's the last heart. Or there's the heart for the stage. Wait till it's the end of the screen. There we go. Nice. And now, my health is actually equal to my weapon energy, which I think means that I have as much health as the bosses do. Alright. Final Maverick. Go. So Launch Octopus can also be a bit of a bitch. Because he also has a move where he becomes temporarily invincible, and those moves always just suck. I want to be able to hit these guys. When do they get to turn invincible? I want to turn invincible. Although I guess I do once I get hit. I get the iframes. But, whew, I need that sweet, sweet Diet Pepsi. That's what fuels me. And that's the sound it makes when one of your sub-tanks is filled. Fucking seahorses. Man, this enemy really sucks. Oh yeah. So I think it counts as two enemies. It has the little light on its head, and a lot of the time when it dies, it ends up dropping me 2 items. And I'm pretty sure you can only get 1 item per enemy in this game. Which must indicate that it is actually a composite entity. Ugh! So fucking cheap. It just kills you instantly. Fuck you, you stupid robot fish. That's it. You know what you get? Fucking shit, fuck bitch! Jesus fucking Christ! It's so cheap! Oh, little spikes there. Which actually makes me wonder, why wouldn't they use this design more? Alright, whatever. I'm gonna take the attrition on this one, because fuck this boss. I have a big issue with things that kill me instantly in games. Namely, it's cheap as shit. Alright, y'all can die now. There we go. Man, I fucking hate that thing. Oh. Yeah. Fortunately, we have a little health over here. Do-do-do-do-do. Do 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 do. I don't think there's anything on that side. This is how you get the heart for this level. You get up on top of this deadly robotic whale, and you blow it up. Yep. I'm wailing. I'm really wailing on him. And then in here... Oh my god! Wow, I'm really sorry, guys. I have a huge fucking weakness for the spikes in this level, apparently, because I am just getting raped savagely by them. That one went well. Man, my consistency is terrible. Come on. Give me that health. Yeah. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see if I can avoid any more embarrassing spike deaths. That kind of shit gets me in a lot of games, though. Like, stuff that just instantly kills you. Maybe I need to work on my situational awareness more. Okay. And the robo-whale is dead. Okay, so now let's see if this time I can avoid falling into spikes. My greatest weakness. So this guy, his body consists of platforms, and you can only hurt his head and his tail. It doesn't really do much. There we go. Alright, and with him dead, we have the last heart over here. Which I think now means I have more health than the bosses? I'm not totally sure. Alright, so now we go on up, and, you know, it's really strange. I would have expected them to put that guy second after you fight this version of him over here, because this is like the mini-boss that you can't avoid. Yet the other one's optional. Just interesting. Like, I think you guys get what I'm saying. You know, normally it would make sense if you're gonna use, like, the same boss twice or something. One is the, optional version, and one is the one you have to fight. I would expect to see the one that you have to fight first. So this one, unlike the other one, tunnels. And you can just kind of ride them around. Like a little clown cart. Or a unicycle. Or a clown unicycle car. Like a single unicycle with a cabin that you stuff full of clowns. And I believe we've come up against... Yeah, this is Launch Octopus himself. Alright, so let's see how I manage this one. I think it's supposed to be oil, but it looks like a giant container of blood. What sort of nightmare rituals are you performing here? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And for some reason my speaker's just turned off. I don't know if anyone else has that issue. I use a Scarlett 2i2 Focusrite for my sound card, essentially, and I have the speakers plugged into it. And for some reason, especially when the volume's low, it just, like, forgets that the speakers are there. A lot of the time I have to turn the volume up to get to work. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'll have to fuck around with that on my own, though. So as you can see, Launch Octopus can be a little bit of a bitch, mostly because he just is continuously firing missiles at you. And turning himself invincible. So if you get caught up in that, he'll start draining your health. I don't know if he heals himself with it, I think he does, but it does some damage, so it's a good thing to avoid. And if you hit him with this weakness, which is the Boomerang Cutter, the thing that we got from Boomer Kawanger, then you can actually cut his tentacles off. In which case, he can't use his little drain attack, and I think he loses one of the missile launching capabilities he has, so he gets a lot weaker. And there you have it, our last Maverick. I think I've died more to the stages than I have to the bosses in this game. But, that's what spikes do. Man, I'm gonna get some coffee. Alrighty, folks. Well, that does it for this episode. We got the homing torpedo. It's like a guided missile. Actually, no, I'll include this little next bit. Get a little scene. Finally, we found Sigma's fortress. Let's go in and put an end to this war against the humans. Is it just the two of them that are fighting all this shit off? I mean, if so, that's ridiculously impressive. But anyway, we'll return to that at a later point in time, just like we'll return to this LP. So thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully this one ended up helping you, and we'll see if, as I continue through these games, if I get a little bit better at avoiding spikes. Alrighty, peace.